Hey everybody, so we're starting a new month, a new series of poses. So for this month, we're doing wheel, we're doing dolphin, we're doing bridge, and we are doing splits. So for these poses, you really want your body to be warmed up. And we're doing a lot more this month because I have so many people saying, I want to do a handstand, teach me how to do a handstand. I want to do this, I want to do that. And so we got to give you a little bit more. And you have to stay committed to yourself. So with these poses, you really, really, really need your body to be warmed up. You do not want to drop down into these poses. If you're doing your own workout that you do on a regular basis, then do these poses at the end of your workout. If you need something to warm the body up, I'm just going to take you through a quick little sun salutation flow. Maybe do it 5 times, 10 times, 20 times if you choose to, but really get your body warmed up before you go into wheel, bridge, dolphin, and then also the splits. So what I love about this is that Michelle and I are working on goals ourselves. So do not look at my photo, her photo, or anyone else's photo that joins this and try to compare. I want you to set goals for yourself, and I want you to really, really feel the movement within your body and notice the changes in your body over time. Your body will change. Whether something physically happens to you or emotionally happens to you, you will have some type of change. Now, back bends. Back bends are hard. I mean, I'm still practicing them myself. Some days it seems a little easy, and some days my back is like, not today. So listen to your body. Splits can be hard too. You're working on hip openers. So bridge will kind of be your beginner pose for wheel. And the splits, we're going to give you several different options to get into the splits if you're not fully there. And then dolphin. So I'm using dolphin because I have a lot of people saying, teach me handstand. In order to learn a handstand, you got to back way up, like way up. So dolphin, I like to teach dolphin when I'm guiding you to a handstand for this reason. Because dolphin, although you're down on your forearms, you're still having the weight of the upper body come into you, and you're also experiencing the closeness of the lower body reaching close to the upper part of the body. And so when you're going up into your handstands, you want to kind of have that closeness so you can kind of get that float up. So we're going way back, like way back. So don't think that this is not going to be a goal to achieve to one day get to handstand just because we're not on our hands, because we're on our forearms. And hey, maybe you want to try a forearm stand also on your way up to a handstand. So dolphin will definitely get you there as well. So enough talk. I'm trying to keep this video nice and short. So let me show you a warm up that you can do if you choose. And like I said, if you're doing your own flow and workout or whatever, then do that before you do these set of poses. So you want your feet to be pressed into the ground, all toes pointed forward. We're just going to reach the arms up. You're going to fall forward. You're going to come to a flat back. So you can take your fingertips, align them with your toes, or your hands press on the lower part of the leg. What you're looking for here is length in the spine. Slightly bend the knees, step back to a plank. We're going to lower all the way down. We're going to release the toes, lift the chest, cobra, and then we're going to push back to a downward dog. Hold it here for a moment. Experience this downward dog. Slightly bend the knees, look up to the hands. We're going to walk it to the top. Come back to that half back, and then really release, fold into the legs. Reach the arms all the way up. Hands come back to heart center. And you're starting that same flow over again. You will notice your body is going to get warmed up. It might look like it's just a quick flow, but that is a warm up. Imagine going to a class and you're doing 20 sun salutations before you even start the class. So really use that as a way to warm up. And remember, every pose that you're going through in that sun salutation is going to get you to that handstand, to that split, to everything that we're giving you. So when you're in your downward dog, that's a good way to start to strengthen the arms, the shoulders. When you're lowering down, that's a good way to get that strength and feel the weight of your own body. So a lot of times when people say, teach me something, and then I give you something that's not even the pose. I think people get a little confused, but you have to remember, we've got to back it up. You have to back all the way up. I don't just drop into handstands. I mean, it took time, years, days of practice. So if I give you something, please think, wow, we are really backing this up. Number one, so you can make sure you're strong enough and protect yourself. And then number two, because you want to take that journey. Like, don't miss out on the journey. I posted something the other day that said, what if you could kick up into a handstand if you would release something emotional? So really think about that. Think about everything that comes together in order to get any pose that you want to achieve. Okay, so you would go through that sun salutation and warm up. Here is your wheel. Now I want you to think about this when you're going to your wheel. The same way at the beginning of the warm up where I said standing on both feet pressed into the ground, toes pointed forward, because you want to have that same concept when you're going into your wheel. So see how different poses actually begin to connect and become one. So when you're going into this wheel, you want to make sure that your feet are grounded and all toes are pointed forward. When you push up into this wheel, you don't want your feet to move. Toes are not turning out, turning in. Our feet are grounded. Once we ground them, they stay there. So we're gonna lay all the way back. My feet are grounded. I'm pressing all 4 points of my feet into the ground. I know my toes are pointed forward, so my feet are not gonna move. Hands come down by your shoulders. My fingers are pointed towards my shoulders. So when I push up, I'm going to push up on an inhale. I'm going to keep pressing my feet into the ground. I'm going to keep pressing my hands into the ground. What I like to imagine is that someone has a string tied to my belly button and they are pulling me up, up, up to the ceiling. So here we go. Hands press down. Remember, feet do not move. On an inhale, we press up, we release. Now, once you're up, if you feel like there's some adjustment and movements that you need to do, you can. Slight adjustments, but make sure those toes stay pointed forward. So I'm constantly pressing the hands into the ground, really pushing up. Hold it here for a few breaths. And bring it all the way back down. Whew, feels amazing. Nice back opener. All right, so then we're going into dolphin. So dolphin pose is just like downward dog, except for we're on our forearms. So we're going to start with our forearms on the ground. And again, I like to ground my hands here as well, making sure that I am grounded. Let's think about this. When I kick up into a handstand, I want to make sure I'm grounded. My hands turn into my feet. So in dolphin pose, we're going to curl the toes under. You're going to push your hips up and then walk your feet in as close as you can, and we're holding it here. If you feel like it's too intense, just walk the feet out some. Hold it here. Spend some time here. Breathe. As you exhale, maybe you can walk it in a little further. We're not having the head touch the ground. Head is lifted. Walk it out if you need some release. And then walk it all the way back. Drop the knees down. Relax the arms. You can come into a child pose if you need it. So those are your two poses. Michelle is going to give you a video with some other poses. Enjoy it. Have fun with us. You see how I'm already, body is warmed up. Have an amazing time. If you have questions, send me a message. If you have celebrations, send me a message. If you have tears and you just feel like giving up, send me a message. We are in this journey together, so have an amazing, amazing time with us. I look forward to it. 30 days of these poses. Watch how you transition mentally, physically, emotionally. Enjoy it. Namaste.